Finally, I'm back. Got in. User pain in the ass. But there's not as bad. Okay. I'll put that there. Alright. Gonna continue my MSQs. You're not the only one with that problem. We all do. Alright. Stop this real quick. And bam. There we go. Alright. Onward. And it's raining. What the? Jesus. All these bodies, Jesus. What the hell happened here?
What happened here?
Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so. Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see. I am Vashan, servant to the Satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow. People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
D What the hell?
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
What?
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Are you serious? This is like a drug or
Those are
something?
dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower. Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people? Of course! You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
Ah, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova.
The winds have shifted. I feel it. The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too.
Huh.
My head hasn't been this clear in days.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Curious that it concerns you so. But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
That is well.
You must be quite familiar with Dragonkin, yes?
Is this their congealed
What
blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of Dragonkin, you yourself have been infused with it, have you not? I should like to draw a file or two, if so. Now, see here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
Good lord.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement.
Giddy.
No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk?
Are we just gonna leave him behind like that? No.
Guest, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project.
I like how
It
my
is here,
character's
at
like,
the
yeah,
great
sure.
lab where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
Well, I better tune. Meanwhile, this Joker's jumping. All right. A mender. Just to be safe. Yep. Spare no effort to age. We'll try to take down that tower. Just throw my spear at it and it'll be done. So if I understand correctly, you seek to make talisman that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. That's why you stay away from it. In order to strike back, the Satrap Beta alchemists create enhanced talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against aether corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales prove the most promising. Owing to their aetheric destiny, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Thanks to the skills provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon we'll be ready to conduct the field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light come in. I am a blessing? Whatever it is, just leave it to me. What exactly is it that you need me to do? Better than having my blood drawn, I suppose. Yeah, what is it exactly you need me to do? Seriously. What am I signing up for? Nothing complicated, I assure you. We ask that you serve as an escort. Okay, I will explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so for your own safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. Okay. In that case, Oriandra and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We would be grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you're ready, then let us put your blessing to the proof. To the proof? You mean to the test? If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing some preparations. Now, the funny thing is, I've yet to do any dungeons or trials or raids yet in this story. So I tuned and so I just have to leave this place. I'm 80, still not 81, still behind. Why? Because work is crazy. And everyone and their mothers is probably done with the story. I am seeing like just stuff and thumbnails of people saying they beat it. I was like, really? I thought this game was supposed to be freaking huge and long. But I guess not, because these people went freaking hard on it. Way too hard for my liking, jeez. Hope you didn't have the trouble finding this place or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many a sleepless night. The Drunken Deepa. The Drunken Deepa? The Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering, taking inspiration from the tradition. We created this device to test the talisman's effect. Or vacancy. Oh. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe aether sickness. Well, I don't want to be sick. For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. What the hell? Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. That's a safe distance? The fuck do I do with this? Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Excuse me. Retreat to a safe distance if you are not the subject. I am the subject. Try not to fall behind. Oh my god, I gotta follow this son of... Oh my god. Okay. Ready to either please stand back. Okay. Ready to discharge test. Okay. Warning, discharging ether. Ah! You are stuck by a powerful blast of aether, but suffer no ill effects. Oh, I almost forgot one thing. Huh. Get. Bam! That was my bad. Oh, you are stuck, blast. Suffer no ill effects. For now. Big and fall. Okay. Alright, subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Okay, so 4 times. Okay. Alright, so I gotta stand back again. And walk back in. That's number 2. I'm not suffering anything for now. So 2 more tests. Alright. So, but suffer no effects. The blessing light appears to be keeping you safe from harm so far. Alright, last test. Right? Look for the drink leads the way. Okay. And last one. Testing concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. Okay. Ah, you've done it. Yes, I have. Here's your drunken. Thank you. I shall replenish its ether for when we test the talisman. So no Disney's, no nausea, or anything of the sort? No! Yep, I'm feeling perfectly fine. For now. And the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There's no risk that the tower will corrupt your aether. With this, Chris and Tesca with easy hearts. I don't know. Alright. Shadow footsteps. You're a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? Okay. You see, our talisman requires the use of a special ink. But we have exhausted our stores of a key ingredient for it. Spirit weed. Great. Herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spirit kidnapping, however, we travel. Oh, they travel alone at our peril. Oh my goodness. You now come with me as my escort. I will compensate you for your troubles, of course. You're dead. Without further ado, let's head to Kataja's footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of Great Work. Wait, you want me to be an escort, but you're disappeared? Ride my bike. Oh boy. Oh, right then. No, I pressed the wrong button. Imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Look out for what? Oh. I think the sister asked you to come with me. You're right, I hope. Yeah. I'm good. Good, good. Let's continue on. Then it isn't far now, just through these pillars and up the rise. Okay. Here we are. Roger's footsteps. Roger was a great dancer, and those who follow in her, well, you know, they come to this place to train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. Happy benefit of this, that spirit weed grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting at once, if you be so good as to stand guard. Of course. The kidnappers aren't like to return soon, but better safe than sorry. Or at least you're not angry than that monster. But
Yes, that would be Radz-at-Han. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the Satrap, the trials he must be facing. Well, he is the most important person in Radz-at-Han. Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the warlike Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjord from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves. It was a direct ancestor of the present Satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people, but when problems arise, it is the Satrap who mediates a solution. The stability provided by the Satrap is what has allowed Radz-at-Han to thrive all these years. And it was the Satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something. Owen? Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
Okay. Let us head back to the Great Park, shall we? Can I teleport back? Yeah. This is easier. Yo. My thanks again for your assistance with your help. We're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Next. Excuse me, I should return to my work on the talisman. Your bullet back. Excellent. Gosh. Ah. It's just hot. It was seen in the stores of. Huh. Last I looked, there was still plenty. How are we out of weed? Duh! I suppose that was before Orion told everyone about their tempering cure, and Estidian shared his knowledge of dragons. Your peers have since been inspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. Oh my god. I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it from me to complain, but we will need to replenish our stores. I should be happy to tend to this if you like. As much as I appreciate the offer, my new boy, I can't in good conscience send you out there alone while kidnappers are at large. Oh boy. Though I am to press another task on you so soon, may I ask you to fetch the giant skull. In case you're not familiar, giant skull is a type of ore found in the island. Owing to its hardness and aetherical conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry where it's found aptly named Giant Skull Grounds isn't far away, so it shouldn't take much of your time. May we impose on you once more. Alright. Thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named Zanuha? He will furnish you with the ore. Zanuha. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own that will take me to the outpost nearby. May we borrow a pair of Hazma, Mistress Nidhana? By all means, do try to be patient with them. Those that survive are still in training. I will bring some Hazma into the entrance. Meet me there when you are ready. Now what I have to Oh. Is this it? Or is it? No, it's that one over there. Yo, we got that. Kira has machinery. If creatures look familiar, it is because they are close kin to Eorzea. Dodos. Ah, dodos. Hazmat have long been kept as livestock in Thavnir, and many a hatchery may be found here. At last, the largest of these were recently raised by monsters from the tower. Oh, on account of said hatchery being situated, the tower, the Radiant host proposed its remnants as an outpost. That is where my errand takes me. Your own destination is but a stone's throw away. If you have no objections, let us first make for the outpost. We set forth at your word. Yeah? Yo, I find it crazy that this is still going. Like, I don't... Wow. Are you ready? Then let us depart. You only need to ride and relax. My bird and I will take the lead, for yours to follow. Okay. Oh, go... Let us be on the ridden dodos. Before we be warned, they have a wobbling gait. Clearly! Oh, there's a Reaper. Hey, Reaper. Ah! What is this? Oh God! Oh God! Why? No introduction to the tower, as you can see. Yeah, that tower. You gotta take that down. Oh God. What the heck? This is crazy. Oof. First line of the defense here? You're pretty close. Isn't that kind of dangerous? Let's check on it. Air Force strap. Oh. Got two Lancers and a Paladin. Oh, Paladin look like. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant hosts of their unflagging dedication. Well then, so we do our duty, but we are honored to receive His Excellency's regard. And yet for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm these past few days, this remains the front line of battle, no place for children. Your predecessor too often traveled alone. It's been what, 2 years now since you took over? I wonder how the fellow is faring. Like those before him, he went on to represent the strap in foreign lands. Whenever he may now be, I am certain he is well. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition, and gladly. I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the strap is unwavering. But still, I worry for you. We would be overcome with sadness if something were to befall you, for you are as a little brother to us all. Take care. Do you hear? Huh. I will. Thank you. Nabin. Nabdeen. To the Satrap of the Eorzean continent come to assist in the making of the talisman. From Eorzea, you say? Towers have appeared over there too, yes? Tell me, what is the situation like? Oh, it sucks! Sucks really bad. Soldiers, both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. Okay. Oh wow, that shield. Very dragon scale-ish. Okay. The Radiant Host. Okay, military under the Strap's command. Our duty is to preserve peace in the land, be it patrolling the streets or dealing with heretofore unknown threats such as now. We train hard and admit only capable warriors in our ranks. To our ranks. Even so, we've struggled to contend with the fiends from the tower. Though we succeeded in striking them down on the 2 occasions they came in force, we had to pay a heavy price. What are the towers in Eorzea? Do they likewise spawn monsters? Oh hell yes. So it's much the same everywhere. With every nation struggling, we cannot expect calls for outside aid to be answered. I've heard about you, the visitor from Eorzea. Is there anything you can tell us about the Telfor? We know they are the ones behind the tower and that they've declared war on the whole world. But why are they doing this? What is it that they want? This we don't understand. Why they want to die and take everyone with them? What a madness is this? What madness is this? Well, you can bet that we won't let those bastards have their way. We'll fight them with everything we have, like our Eorzean and Far Eastern brothers. to know about the tower. To be honest, we know little and less about it ourselves. The Tower of Zot, as folks has taken to calling it, suddenly appeared where it did on the Isle of Numor, or whatever. We're safe from the influence at this distance, but to go far into the water and you'll expose yourself to its corrupting ether. You're a foreigner, aren't you? How are they dealing with the tower in your homeland? Oh, dealing with pretty well. Our struggles are not unique. Then our hopes still lie with the talismans. We must keep the monsters contained until they are ready. There's a lot to do. Finished speaking with the soldiers, have you? I hope it wasn't enlightening. It was enlightening for you as it was for them. As a neutral nation and trading hub both, Radz-at-Han ordinarily receives a steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, this stream dried up when trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will have been grateful for your account. But come, you had best to see your original errand, as mine will keep me here a while longer. However, I'm afraid I cannot guide you to the rest of the way. Now the path straight forward, you need but follow the road east. Upon the Hazma, you will arrive before you know it. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. Till we meet again. I gotta ride the dodo bird! Through the Hazma appears to want to return home. It reluctantly offers you its back. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with the Radiant Peacekeeper at the Hazma hatchery to mount again. Oh god. I'm riding a dodo bird. Ah. Now where do I go? Oh gosh. It's all the way over there. Oh, Mr. There it is. The boys' errand. No sooner you arrived at the station of the hospital, dashes off. Why you leave me? Jeez. This is indeed Giant Skull grounds, and I am Sahura. Is there something you require? I need some Giant Skull. They shall have it. They labor tirelessly to deal with the tower, and 'tis the least we can do to provide them with the materials they need. Alright then. Here you are, a sack of pure Giant Skull. We always get some aside for our alchemist friends. You know, I've only done a little bit of this, and there's yet to be a dungeon of some sort. Interesting. Just looking at the crystal tower. Looking for great nowhere. Great fort. You're just staring into space. Alright, quest accepted. Let's just go, let's just go, let's just go. Taking a break. I'm assuming you did a lot. I haven't even done much, but like I've done like now I'm doing a good amount of quests and I've yet to enter the first dungeon or trial or anything like that. It's just a lot of questing, a lot of running around and shit. I'm still like so shocked, like just it's just crazy how much of the how much they changed like Dragoon. Like it's not much, but the one thing that is different in Dragoon is you don't have to worry about activating Dragon Blood. Cause that's what you have to activate every time to use your other abilities. And you have to constantly keep your Dragon Bar up every time. If it depletes, like you're kind of like you kind of screwed yourself, like you screwed your DPS and all that crap. So, but that's not the case anymore. Like I literally have this. I have my one of my abilities where it changes my. Where is it? My Garrett Skull. Like when I press it, it transforms. Cause like yeah, when I have that red eye. That looks like Nidhogg's eye, but yeah. It goes to my other abilities. But I don't have to worry about it anymore because I don't have to activate it. They made it easier. Yeah. Yeah, that's for me. I had to manage, you know, Dragon Blood. I had to like make sure I keep it up. I have to do certain combos to keep it up. I have to use Fang Claw, Wheeling Thrust, and then if I wanted to, whether there's, it's easier for me to keep it up if I just constantly do Doom Spike and Sonic Thrust and Kotharian Torment, like, cause the other rotation, like doing like two thrust and so on, the rotation for it, the normal, it takes too long. Like if I want to keep it up, I just use the other three. Doom Spike, Sonic Thrust, and all that. Like it just makes it easier to keep up my Dragon Blood. But now that since that's not the case anymore, I can just do whatever I want. I don't have to keep track of nothing so far. There, I hope you have some gang stuff. Yes, I do. I have a sack of it. A sack of gangsta, whatever. Those rocks. Alright. Now, We now have everything we need to make sure the next prototype, one that should be capable of passing our most rigorous test. Rigorous test? What? When it is ready, it will be time for the true test, so please take your ease while you can. Oh lord. Are they gonna shoot me in the face? They better not. That just passed by me.
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well.
Estinian's alive!
You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavner, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration. The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea. And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
Wait.
What is it? What did you see? Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
It holds. The vessel holds. This is the one.
At long last!
Look! We have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments. We've named it a
Whoa.
warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Wow.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field. It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place, to accompany me to the Tower of Zot. Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
That's Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
Okay. This one of the extras? Yep, the ether thing. For now, I'll just leave it at B. Oh my, all the way over there. Alright, bike! You know what? Instead of a bike, how about we just chillax and ride in the car? Chilling in the car. Ooh. This is a rather finer boat than I had expected, but I won't complain. All that remains is to board and be on our way. Oh, and if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it does not come to that, but you must protect yourself. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of a kind, and perhaps our only hope of toppling this tower. For all our sakes, do not hesitate to do what must be done, whatever that may be. I don't wanna. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off. Okay. Onward to the tower.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence. Any moment now. It's working! And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could. So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance. A few more steps. Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be. Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets.
Nidhana! Oh, hell no. What the hell?
Oh, let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh!
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
Go, 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 go! Let her down, Fandaniel! No!
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid. The similarities are striking. My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased. My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
Patrons of old. Bastard.
Allow me to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Fandaniel, the sundered Ascian. I inherited the position and the soul of the Fandaniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Fandaniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am. How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded. I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two, yes? Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
At your service.
Oh shit.
Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met, day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence fulfilled and ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
What an ass.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation. Slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend, our first and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards, always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me, Amon. No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death. In the end, all is lost.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war. And so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
You ran off?
So easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primals. If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades.
Bastard!
We shall meet again. Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see.
Sure, we'll find a way to free you, Nidhana. Hopefully. Damn that Fandaniel. You returned, but where's Mr. Nidhana? You ain't gonna like the news, buddy. Just teleport all the way over there. Right? Ready to go. grab something real quick. There we go. Let's put that there. Right. Anchored. So was there after all. Damn that bastard. I'm sure you wanted to do more, but you were right to return here first. You must tread warily lest we endanger Nidhana and the other captives. Yep. The Satrap of Radz-at-Han. Thancred is wearing a grim expression. Ah, damn, what's up now? His colleagues included. I'll call them together for the gathering, but I think it would be best if you were the one to explain. He's still alive for now. Let's make warding scales as many as we can. Princess Trap has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me to give you this link pearl that he might personally discuss the production of the warding scales with you. Link pearl. This fact came. This attracts attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. Wait, what? Huh. If it is agreeable, you will accompany me to Radz-at-Han for an audience with His Excellency. Okay. Yeah, sure, why not? Should be honor, of course. Closer cooperation between us, between our lands, can only be to the benefit of all. And this settled. Please come to the gates east of the Giant Skull grounds, and I will show you into the city. Okay. It is where? All the way there. Holy cow. Wait, what the heck was that? Did I just see something flying? That's a flying dodo bird. Oh, that sucker's dead. Dang, everyone just gangbanged the poor guy. What the heck? Okay. You birds wanna mess with me, right? Ah. Well, invincible bird. I'll take care of this one today. I'll take your friend with you. I'm running. I'm running. And you ain't gonna get... Oh my god! I ain't messing with that thing. Okay. Ooh, an Ethernet current. Well, that's one out of the way. Boom. This way. Here we arrived. I'm sure it'll be fun.
A vast rock squats upon Favnir, and to its stony surface clings the city of Radz-at-Han.
Radz-at-Han? It's Radz-at-Han. Where's the K at?
Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things.
It's the eye of Sauron.
Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun.
Oh.
The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets. But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are, Megadota. seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside.
There's always next time, I hope, for a tour.
Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, Satrap of Radz-at-Han. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
Everything went to plan, sadly.
I assume you speak of Nidana. A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
Daniel threw away the one that they
think
made.
Not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
Sorry, what?
As you wish.
He sensed a dragon, didn't he?
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me. Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn. I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Aye, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's Sorma's spawn. I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radz-at-Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the Satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until, Marauding hears from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility. When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radz-at-Han.
But if Vitra is still here, then your position as Satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Radz-at-Han. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered, Estinian warm blood. From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another, yet did neither one of us bare his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz-at-Han. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau, I am told. 'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go, steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Charlian is in order.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Radz-at-Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
I am in thy debt.
Well, that was interesting. That minute took a rather unexpected turn, but we now have a clear objective ahead of us. Let us rejoin our comrades in Charlane and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zalt. Oh, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to attune to the ether I hear before departing, unless of course you enjoy violent nausea. That's a tune. It's also a tune. So back to Charlane. Snow? What the? It's snowing! Well, back in Charlane now. Here. Just as I was getting used to bombing and everywhere back in the chilly Charlane. We're back in chilly Charlane. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, your investigation here remains, but when that's over, we can take stock of all the developments and discoveries. Well, that part's over. Now to this part. So Cry is the common reason behind the forms. So now I'll be traveling with all of them. Together we will divine the unyielding cause of the foreign colonists. As I mentioned before, however, questioning the councils directly is a fruitless endeavor. They seem to have already come to a consensus as to what and how little they are willing to divulge. Which is why I began scourging Charlene's archives of historical records of any hint of connection to the final days. Suffice to say that progress has been slow. There are only so many dusty pages one can skim in a day, but now that I have this band of willing reinforcements, the search should proceed all the swifter. Let us reconvene outside Numerous, shall we? Exit the annex to the right and you will find the archives on the western edge of the woods. Yay! Oh, it's onward to reading. Books. Lots of books. My directions were easier enough to follow, I hope. In any case, you stand now before the doors of Numenon Chale's grandest collection of books and tomes. This building is actually only an entrance, and one of many at that. For the archives of Numenon to extend deep beneath the surface, like the roots of a tree. The vast halls of the great Cabal library pale in comparison to Numenon's endless maze of subterranean chambers. Oh god, any citizen of Charlene is free to enter and pursue its shelves. Well, most of its shelves. Only Archons are afforded access to certain restricted vaults. I've dispatched Stola and Raha to investigate those. Meanwhile, Alize and Alphino will help me continue my search through the sacks open to the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you're only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Charlean history of foreign policy. Your task will be to find and study the relevant publications. I promise you, working knowledge of those subjects will make it far easier to spot sort of clues we're looking for. Let us be about it, shall we? I've told the others to meet us at the stone benches over there. Hence, they found some promising tomes. Happy reading! Oh lord! Goody, reading books! We all love to read. Oh dear god! What in the hell is that? A lot of books. Okay. Let's start with this. It's the Spine reads forever 20 summers. Oh God. It's actually keeping it going. Broke is the wrong subject, shirt. Search. Oh my God. Search for books that contain details of the aforementioned in the history of Charlene. God. Introduction of the Heavens. Read books that are relevant. Heck. Okay, let's see this. This looks like something interesting. Ah, there we go. Civic policy of other matters, it says. Public form which every citizen was eligible to speak. Yeah, see, this is relevant. This is relevant. Right. It was relevant, and it's still glowing. Old colony. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Outpost of study of the year 1311, the 6th era scholars. Okay. Rumors of academics. They are further renowned wisdom Charlanes. Okay, 50 years later. 50 years. Or is he in residence? Took to call in the colonists of. Okay. Go on to introduce the most from the features of Idle Show. This book does not appear to contain additional information in form of the cover history of the Charlene. What the fuck? Why? I thought it was there. The story of Charlene. Okay, how about that one? That has to be relevant. Yes. Okay. Good. Stewards of Wisdom. No, don't think that's it. A well-worn manual? No. Let's try this. The Succession of the Heavens? Family taking root. Closest. Who launched the Dominant Resistance? Ah! It's not relevant. Damn it. Leather-bound tome. I think that's the one I read. I think this one is, yeah. Let me see. The Voice of the Growing City. Yeah, I think I did that one and then I read that one and then it was wrong. So the old colony. Okay, that's the one that said it wasn't relevant. Yeah. Darn it. Brightly colored. Okay, I did that one already. Steward's wisdom. No! Oh wait, yeah, alright. Yeah, good. Okay. I wasn't paying attention. That was my fault. Okay, so that one was the right one. I go back outside? Really? Destination. Waiting. Okay. Waiting long? Not really. Hmm. I was late in similar fashion as far as I could see. No titles so far. Tells me the icon stacks mentioned in the final day specifically. So we have no choice but to start with 30 relevant tomes. If there are even that. I present the plan to skim through this as quickly as we dare and share discoveries as we make them. It'd be nice to invite everyone in to the estate, plenty of comfortable places to read, and a ready supply of hot tea. I'm jealous. Oh, I was already quite fond of reading outside. But it's not about little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak with one of the family servants and ask how things are. Seems our dear father has instructed the staff that even if Alfredo and I were to return to Charlene, we were not allowed to cross the threshold. What an ass! Seriously, I want to freaking hit him in the head with my spear. Okay. For the mess of the crazy from the calamity brought an end to the Empire's reign, and when the fifth calamity froze the sea solid, many of the tribes still living in was braved the journey back to Eorzea. My ancestors, however, chose to remain, that they might prevent the remnants of elegant technology from being misused. Isn't Koros under Garlean rule? For the past 50 years, yes, some local culture remains as the case of most imperial provinces, but Garlean but Garlemald renamed the region Locus Eminence. As a boy, I knew The nearby time came under the jurisdiction of an illustrious imperial family, the nobles of House Darnus. House Darnus demonstrated a singular interest in elegant civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider a plan of action. For some time already, voices have been raised in favor of banning ancient customs. After all, the elegant eye no longer passed to our eldest children as reliably as it once had. We have discovered eventually tipped the scales, and the decision was made to bury our ties to the knowledge of traditions of elegant. As the last child born with an elegant eye, I was given over to the custody of friends of the students in Ballison, who made me registered as a Charlene citizen. Okay. Consider forgive me, it was unkind. It was an unkind question. Endwalker was taken in by Archon Louis, was he not? Stories of adopted ways and rescue orphans are more common among Charlanes than you might think. Yet, regardless of our origins, we are all provided with equal opportunity to learn, and with sufficient perspicacity, we outsiders even the vaunted title of Archon. That's exactly why I have such love for this country and why I wish to remain a nation of which its citizens can be proud. Here, another reason to get them to the bottom of the form's stubbornness, aside from the drifting matter of our impending doom. Yeah. We'll make some headway in these books. More company should be arriving any moment now. How much company do we are coming? So I gotta sit here and wait again. Okay. Waiting. Boom, 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 boom. More books. We were looking to research papers of unreal calamities as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps their knowledge of the final days comes from an unexpected source. Speaking of which, may I ask you a few questions related to the final days? I'm the only one here who didn't witness the events of Emerald's first hand, and fear I may be overlooking critical details. Where to begin? First things first, what kind of phenomena did the ancients encounter as the final days drew high? Is this a quiz? Damn it! Oh my god. Why do I gotta take a quiz? I feel like cheating, but I don't wanna. I'll do my best. It's been a while. A complete destabilization of creation magics. Primals are unrivaled, were summoned from the ether. Okay. The more or less lines with the understanding that if only the arts of creation have survived until the present day, we might have had something substantial to analyze. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved or passed on. Your stola summarizes that the closest known magic is that of the summoning rituals promulgated by the Asians. Okay. Was there all else of note which herald the approach of the final days? The entire star was engulfed in disaster all at once. Afro, can you answer this one? They say it began with a kneeing sound from the land itself. I don't know. Alphino, can you answer this one? Why are you so shocked? You're smart. Okay. I'll just pick one of the mammoths, and ask the books which mentioned there was such a sound. All right. Last but not least, would you describe the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity? What definitive action did they take? They knocked Dalamon from the sky. I don't think they summoned Zodiark and they summoned Hydaelyn. God, when I haven't played so long, there's so much lore going on, I forget. I'm gonna get flagged for this, but I'm just gonna guess Hydaelyn. I don't want to answer and just feel. Okay, hold on. There's one solution to this. I'm gonna roll a dice. That's what I'm gonna do. Roll a die. Nope. There we go. Start. Stop. Number 1. Zodiark. Oh crap, the die got the right answer. Holy crap. Yes. With a little bit serving as his heart, so many gave the soul sacrifice to bring him into being. Oh my god. I got the right answer by rolling a die. Wow. all that freshly in mind, it does not make me wonder what the teleport truly mean when they speak of bringing back the final days. We've seen what they're doing with those towers of theirs. This forces people to summon primals, a kind of catalyst. Are they attempting to mirror the conditions caused by unstable creation magics? I hope not. I'm simply using the final days as a figure of speech. Giving you a metaphor for the scale of destruction they plan to unleash. Well, this is all just pointless conjecture at this stage. Let's return to our attention to the forum, shall we? Okay, we should keep an eye out for Stola, but it's time we begin studying these research papers. Oh, good lord. And waiting again for your Stola. There. If they know on to the final days, then that knowledge might surface in the writing this. Okay. Well, let's all wait. Wait for... For your Stola. I'm the last, am I? Well, my extended search of the Archon stack produced 1 or 2 possibly useful books. Dead last! But I want to get your hopes up. Orion learned of the source's reflection from the oracles for its potential to cause panic and confusion. That tome was deemed a prick and sealed away in the Great Google Library. Final days will be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. Guessing that they pose a threat. He seen the forum would know if the final days were truly upon us. What the which only supports the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the forum's behavior, it is being kept secret from the rest of the nation. Can I just go punch him in the face? Leave me. No. Just wanted to get us some drinks and food, you know. Everyone's working so hard. I don't want to do this. You're a labor for what feels like an age as you're still a research assistant. Oh God. Don't ever disobey. Mama, you're Stola. Although you look exhausted, but what about your studies? Were you able to find any books or did I mention? Oh God. Your Stola just tired my ass out. God. Hey! Level 81. I am a snail. I know I'm a snail. I'm slow. Wait for a tea break? I know I am. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are going to to calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around a bit. You know the last stand out in Harvard, don't you? Come and meet me near outside the tables, and I'll treat you to their coffee. It's quite good. Break time! These ever I see, I'm very sure, Lane, that no other gourmet cafe has sprung up to compete for customers. Actually, this crowd gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't we ask a few questions and gauge the mood in the city? Huh. Yeah. Okay. Alright, Jose, let's go talk to people. Whoops. I'm literally standing on top of this man. Alright. You want to ask you a question, dude? Damn. So you wonder if you know the telephone these enemies of peace have promised an end to what we hold dear. And wait, you're that house every girl, aren't you? And this woman with you is obviously a foreigner. Heard you were disowned for helping us. What the hell? Is this like spread upon say I disown my children? They're nothing to me. Like seriously? Barbaric whims. I'll thank you to leave me be. I've not to say to the likes of you. What an ass! Well, I must apologize. It was foolish of me to expect on zero suit civility from one so enlightened. Yo, what a jerk! Telephone their unconspicuous plans. My goodness, if it isn't the young Miss Livia. My apologies, but I work in the office of the forum, and if word reached Master Fauchenot that I was helping you. I see. We're sorry that I bothered you. Oh, Jesus Christ. Welcome, madam. What can I offer you today? Some tea! Or coffee. What's me, Dickin, the owner of the last stead. I used to frequent frequent his cafe on occasion in between lessons and the stadium on the stadium. It feels like an age ago now. I remember hearing that you and Master Alphino had to set sail for Eorzea, but then you never came back. Lately there's been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Everything alright at home? Nope. It's complicated. I hadn't expected a complete strangers to be familiar with our situation quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems. Well, it is House Levier. No matter how discreet Master Fauchonneau may have been, news of your family's doings never stay secret for long. Things being what they are, what brings you back to the city now of all times? We have questions, and only Charlene has the answers. Tell me, Master Dickon. Dickon! Have you heard of anything about the apocalypse? Called the final days. What, like the end of the world? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And that's what you're here to find? Information on this apocalypse? Yes, whatever we can learn. Unfortunately, your partners appear to be unwilling to speak with me. I wish there was more I could do to help. Yes. You're a visitor to Charlene, aren't you? If you will know your face, we should be able to pass you off as a server with none the wiser. We just finished preparing a few orders. Strike up friendly conversation while you're setting down the food and you might just get the answers you're looking for. Not a bad idea. I hate to ask, but what do you think? Oh, jeez. Alright. But I can't be going there like that. And I'll explain what each of these dishes need to go. The tea set is for the chatty group sitting by the water edge. The omelet is for one of our regulars, a Highlander by the name of Gisela. She's sitting at an outside table with a friend of hers. The enemy should see a Miku gentleman. He ordered the oven-baked lobster. Ooh. Got all that? If you're not sure, just ask and I'll explain again. Good luck. But wait. I have to go like this? Can I just change my outfit? Hello. Alright, explain to me again. Any troubles? Remember, the tea goes to the group by the water. The omelet of Gisela Highlander woman sitting outside with her friend. Last one is the famous lobster goes to the Mystique. Okay, so the first is the tea, which is going to come up. It's going to be in the order that it's going to be. Tea set. Oh, my tea set. Lovely. Thank you. The Telepahu? I'm sorry, I never heard of them. Or their final days. My friend and I are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Now, if you wanted to hear about the ritual arcane practice of the 6th Astral Era, common of esoteric, then I'd be happy to talk your ear off. Ha. This one's that's in her friend, which is the omelet. Ah, finally. 2468. Let's dig in. No time to waste. I remember seeing the name in the latest Gazette. That and some grand claim about the end of days. Same old senseless warmongering. When will these fools grow tired of spilling each other's blood? Best stay out of it, I say. Before I made the right choice, and I fully support our decision to remain neutral. You order the lobster. Urbane Benton with a smile. Cool. I knew I was missing something. Damn! It's mine! You have no idea how long I've suffered for this heavily dish. Jesus, that is a big lobster. Oh. Final days. Huh. Haven't got here, shall I? Prices, books, unusual life specimens, and so forth. That these teleport and make good of their threats and many unkilled rarities could be lost forever. Why else would gleaners be buzzing about in such a frenzy? Watch the harbor and you'll see what I mean. They're carting loads in from the docks all day. It's never been this hectic before. Not like this. I just ran over that woman, I'm sorry. So with customers, were you able to get anyone talking? I only got this so far. Even think I had nothing to offer. And he's the best source of gossip in the city. But the warden does have secret knowledge. They've done an impressive job of ensuring no one whispers in the wrong ear. In any case, thank you for playing the part so well. Here, that cup of coffee I promised. Yes, that's how we hand canned coffee to each other. But let's enjoy our drink somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind a peristyle away from the gossip and their wagging tongues. Their waggling tongues.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Charlian? Graham said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been, how being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently. They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos. A vast complex beneath the island. Sharlayan is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility. Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait! Didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual? Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the Forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Well, damn. Sneaky bastards. Oh yeah. We don't want Dickens to be mad because we took his cups or left them behind. Study him. Found boats. Trying to hide some evidence. Trying to be sneaky. To the Forum. A sudden and insignificant increase in galleon traffic and cargo, it certainly gives the impression of an arcing plan being put into motion. Like, are they just trying to put away a lot of shit that no one can get access to? Let us see what theory we can build from the facts. The fact is, they're hiding shit. Records of HV contain no information concerning the final days. Coupled with what Alice learned at the last stand, we can be reasonably sure that most Charlayans know nothing of the particular period of ancient history. Here, my father and his colleagues are not only familiar with the final days, but are also somewhat certain that the destruction being perpetrated by the Telephore is wholly unlike these Affleck events. Moreover, the forum's claims to be so occupied by the due as such pressing importance that what they saw is unanimously denied or just request for aid. And now the Glanners are officials, agents of the state have been mobilized on an unprecedented scale. I do not think take it a stretch to conclude that the Gleaners' recent activities are serves to the forum's secret ends. In which case, our next course of action seems obvious. We visit Labyrinthos and assess the situation for ourselves, and if we're lucky, the Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. A fine idea. What should we expect down there? Anything would be better than burying my head on a in another dusty book. I'll just say, what should we expect down there? Oh, I would hate to spoil the surprise. Are you kidding me? As for myself, there are a few more subjects I should like to research. I may join you later, but feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I'll see to it that each is returned to its proper place. Yeah, Raha, you love reading, don't you? That would be a great help. Thank you, Raha. Yep, he's gonna continue his work. Let's head down to the stairs over there, and I'll show you where the entrance is. Okay. Ready? Labyrinth is not too far from here, but you may find the path a bit disorienting. I'll take the lead, stay close. Alright, follow her and do not fall behind. Alright, go. Off we go then. Oh, you're walking the walk. Alright. You know, I would like it if you just go faster. I thought you were gonna run. Now we run. Try to keep up. Okay. Finally. Jeez. I thought you were gonna walk the whole way. I was worried there. Up here. Okay. Oh, here we are, through this door and down the stairs. Do remember to attune your sharp back there, didn't you? It will make your life easier if you need to come back in a hurry, otherwise we should keep moving. Okay. I know that's attuned, so... A chocobo cape! I'm gonna stop right here and take a little break, and I'll continue for the rest. Still have yet to get to a dungeon or trial, so it is a big story. Well, I'll get to it eventually. But I'm going to head off for now, and I should be back later.